Witnessed 3 red lights.
World order collapsed, most likely in the wake of a cataclysmic asteroid impact. Millions of species vanished from Earth in an event scientists call the Cretaceous Tertiary, KT, extinction. For tiny mammals, KT is the best thing that could have happened.
Mammals had lived alongside dinosaurs for over 160 million years, but had almost always remained small. After the KT extinction, it was like an ecological release for mammals. Suddenly, they found themselves in a world with many open niches, and anytime there's an open niche, some organism will evolve to exploit it. That's what mammals did, and that's why we're standing here today.
The dinosaurs' demise left room for a new top predator, and mammals, equipped with a new kind of jaw, would exploit the open niche. The key to their success was specialized teeth.
But there's an important difference between the teeth of dinosaurs and the teeth of mammals. Dinosaur teeth are all peg-like, and they all look the same. Within a mouth, they just all look like a bunch of pegs. But mammal teeth look different in different parts of the mouth.
Today, the mammal jaw has evolved to involve teeth that can extract the maximum amount of nutrition from many kinds of food. Incisors at the front for cutting and nibbling the food. Premolars set behind to tear it apart. Molars way at the back that compact against each other to grind the food down into digestible bits. And the killer teeth, the canines, named not for dogs, but for carnivora, the meat eaters.
The canines are used to grab onto prey and hold them. So for obvious reasons, canines are much bigger in predatory mammals than they are in other animals. Now, the biggest canines that ever existed were on Smilodon, the saber-toothed cat.
Smilodon, the saber-toothed cat, ruled the Americas from 3 million to 12,000 years ago. In the later part of its reign, this top predator most likely preyed on a physically unmatched newcomer to the scene, human beings. For scientists, Smilodon's strange and enormous 8-inch canines are a fascinating mystery. Why did these big cats evolve such extreme jaws? That's what anatomist Frank Mendel wanted to find out.
Animals don't develop structures without presumably some use for them. And so the question is, what did they do with them that would make it worth evolving in this direction?
Mendel devised the first ever practical experiment designed to answer the question, how did Smilodon kill? First, he headed to Texas for a study of Smilodon's relatives at a big cat sanctuary.
These are the closest living analogs we have for Smilodon.
Lions and tigers with 3.5-inch canines are no saber-tooths. But Mendel believes that their kill techniques will help him get closer to solving the mystery of Smilodon's bite.
Modern-day big cats bring down very large prey, sometimes 5, 6 times bigger than themselves. And they use their claws and teeth to pull themselves up until they can get a bite on the throat. And then they clamp down on the throat.
Surprisingly, the lion's bite force is relatively mild. The lion's chokehold often does not even break the skin. Scientists assume the big cats are strangling their victims, but Mendel has a different idea.
My concept is that they are squeezing on the arteries, which cause these animals to pass out in 3 to 5 seconds, applying a sleeper hold in effect. The cat must then hold that for 3 to 5 minutes to deprive the animal's brain of oxygen. And so the animal's now brain dead, and it won't fight with or give the cat any grief.
One problem for the lion is that the scent of the 5-minute kill alerts nearby scavengers to fresh food, courtesy of the lion.
If you're there with a bunch of other predators, crocodiles, hyenas, other cats, then those animals will come, if they can, and take it.
Smilodon's bite force is even less than the lion, so a 5-minute death grip is unlikely. And evidence in the fossil record suggests these big teeth could break off in a protracted battle with enormous Ice Age prey. So how did Smilodon dominate life in the Americas for nearly 3 million years? Mendel is about to find out, bringing Smilodon's killer jaws to life.
Okay, we're gonna take this articulator.
A tractor stands in for Smilodon's beefy body
Get this up on the tractor here.
and helps position the big cat's jaw correctly.
The jaws were made from a cast from a real specimen.
As a stand-in for one of Smilodon's large herbivorous prey, Mendel uses the carcass of a cow already earmarked as food for the big cats at the research facility. All the animals used here died of natural causes or were in critical condition and humanely euthanized. First, Mendel tests one prominent theory, which suggests that Smilodon might have chased down and eviscerated its prey with a disemboweling wound to the abdomen.
So the first thing we want to do is align these teeth. Here's where we want to be on this animal's belly, right about here. There's no rib here. This is abdominal wall, so this is clearly a vulnerable area. Down. Keep coming, keep coming.
Smilodon could pivot its lower jaw down a very wide 110 degrees. But even then, the 8-inch canines would only have 3 inches of clearance. Would the clearance be enough to kill?
We can get a mouthful of skin. The canines don't actually make contact. They don't bury themselves in the belly wall at all. So this belly bite, for me at least, is a very unattractive hypothesis. It seems a bit of a stretch.
If the belly bite is out, what were the canines for? Mendel's theory goes straight for the jugular.
Pretty nasty wound here.
It's the season for giving, so why not give the very best? Like the